So today I want to help you rethink what a teacher biz looks like. I know for so many teachers, when they think about making a little extra money online or actually selling some of the products that they've created, some of the resources that they've created for their classroom, they think teachers pay teachers. And many of us have probably bought some resources there as teachers ourselves, so it makes sense. But here's the thing. Teachers pay teachers is not the most profitable way for you to run an online business. And so I'm going to help you shift your thinking today. We're going to talk about why it makes more sense for you as the business owner, as the seller, as the person creating these resources to actually sell your products on your own website and to have more control of your business than you can with Teachers Pay Teachers. So I have some facts I'm going to share with you, and I just hope that you walk away from this with a new idea about what's possible for you as a teacher running a business online. So I have to be very clear right off the bat today. I am not disparaging Teachers Pay Teachers. I love Teachers Pay Teachers. I'm glad that it exists as a resource. I'm glad that it's really brought forth this movement of so many teachers wanting to sell things online and also so many teachers wanting to buy things from other teachers. I think just the fact that Teachers Pay Teachers exists and that so many sales go through that platform makes it very clear to all of us that there's such a market for this. Teachers want resources that are created by other teachers, and homeschool parents or parents of all children, really, even if they're not homeschooling and they just want to help their child learn a little bit from home, they want resources created by a teacher too, because then they can be confident that they are teaching their child the right way. And as a customer, I have purchased a lot of things from Teachers Pay Teachers. Actually, I definitely purchased resources from there to use in my own classroom. And even as a business owner, I will sometimes buy some commercial clip art from Teachers Pay Teachers or something like that that I can use in my resources. However, Teachers Pay Teachers is not the most profitable way for a seller, for someone who's creating resources to sell their products. And that's the point that I'm trying to make here for you, because I want you to be able to create a life-giving business that makes you a lot of money. There's nothing wrong with wanting a lot of money, and I believe that you can make a lot of money, whatever that means to you, with an online business, and that you can do that so much more successfully when you build your business on your own ground instead of on someone else's land, like Teachers Pay Teachers. If you've never created anything, that's okay too. You can just come into this online business world with this frame of mind and make a decision about what's right for you. You know where I stand. I'm completely biased. I believe in selling my things on my own website, on my own platform. I like to be in control of everything, and I know that I can make a lot more money doing it this way. So for all of those reasons, it just makes a lot more sense for me. You can make your own decision. I just want you to have all the facts. Okay, so reason number one why you should sell things on your own website instead of on Teachers Pay Teachers is that when you do it this way, you make more money because you actually get to keep all of the money that you make from your sale. And it's actually really important. So when you do sell things on your own website, there is a small payment processing fee from a service like PayPal or Stripe or whatever you're using to process your payments. That's usually less than $1. And I never even really count that because it's very marginal. It doesn't make a big impact. It's just something that you would always have to pay for processing the payments. However, when you sell things on Teachers Pay Teachers, there is just a lot that you have to give to them beyond that. And I came here today with some research in hand. I have some receipts, if you will, some facts that I looked at before recording this episode on the actual TPT website. And, quick disclaimer, these numbers may change. This is only how their numbers work as of today, but I think it will give you a good frame of reference of how this really works. So, if you are selling your products on Teachers Pay Teachers, the first decision you make about how you want to do that is if you want to pay TPT $60 a year just to sell your products on their website, and that's before making any sale, by the way, or if you want a free plan where you don't pay them that $60 fee. And that is really the difference in how much you'll actually profit from your products. If you take the plan where you do pay them the $60 fee, then you are what they call a premium seller. And as such, you get to keep 80% of all of your sales. So just that alone kind of gives me pause. You get to keep 80% of your sales. Now, you're already paying them to use your platform, but they're still keeping 20% of every sale that you make. They are keeping 20% of it. So if you sell a $10 product, they're keeping 2 of those dollars and you keep 8. And that really adds up in time. So if you sell $10,000 worth of products, they will keep 2,000 and you will keep 8. Would you really want to pay them $2,000? That's a decision that you want to make. And in addition to that, there is also a transaction fee, which would be 15 cents per resource. Oh, and they say they only charge that on orders totaling less than $3 for a premium seller. So there is also something kind of similar to the payment processing fee that you would pay with any other platform. It's very marginal other places too. So that part doesn't really irk me on the premium seller plan, but I just wanted to mention that to you because it basically equates to what you would pay for payment processing. The part that I want you to know is that you pay them $60 per year and still 20% of all of your sales goes to them instead of you. Now, if you're going into it and you don't want to pay them $60 per year because you're not really sure if you're going to make a lot of sales yet, so you want to start with a free, what they call a basic seller plan, then you don't pay them the $60 up front. Instead, you keep a smaller percent of all of your sales. So instead of keeping 80% of your sales, you keep 55% of all of your sales that go through, and you give to Teachers Pay Teachers 45%. So that's basically 50-50. I mean, you get to keep 5% more than they do, but you're basically splitting your sale with them just for selling it on their website, even though you've created the product and all they've done is really offer you a place to sell it. So, and then there's a larger transaction fee for that one. Again, that's pretty marginal. It's only 30 cents per resource. Basically equates to whatever you would pay for payment processing somewhere else. But focusing on the part where they keep 45% of your sale. Consider if that's something that you would want to share 50-50 with them. So here's the thing. Think about how much money you would want to make in your business, in your teacher biz. Maybe it's replacing your teacher salary so you can have that number in your head, or maybe you just want to make enough to pay for a family vacation, whatever it is. Consider how many more sales you would have to make to reach that number if you're giving 50% away to the platform that you're selling on. I think that's why most people think of TPT as side income anyway, instead of really replacing their teacher income. It's so much harder to do when you're sharing such a big portion of your sale with them. You don't have to do it that way. You can sell things on your own website from your own sales page with your own checkout and then keep the money from the sale that you deserve. I think that number one reason is probably enough to convince most people that this is the way to go, that they want to sell things on their own website.